Alrighty, hello, how is everyone doing today? It's the start of a new weekend, or at least it is over here in Australia. Hopefully it's Friday night for everyone else and you've had a fantastic week. If you haven't had a fantastic week, I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully you have a better weekend and you can kick it off the right way with some Wheel of Misfortune and some who knows what we're going to be playing today. How is everybody doing? It's always a good day when we get to spin the wheel. I say, knowing perfectly well that it might not be a good day because we're spinning the wheel. Who have we got hanging out today? I saw Richard. Welcome back to the chat, and congrats again on having a few cool games pop up on the last live stream. John Leonard, welcome back, mate. Gust, hello. Matey8, indeed, how is everyone doing? Lovely to see you here. Elric Brony, welcome. Rat Gamer, welcome back, mate. Good to see you. Maximum Cheese, hey, how you doing? I feel like I've missed you for a little while. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations to the 5 people that got the free memberships. I recognized a couple of names in there. Pancake Sparkle, shout out. You're awesome. Good to see you. Star Shiranui getting like their 4th free membership, at least that I'm aware of. Welcome back. It's always good to see everyone. John Leonard, yes, thank you for the reminder to double watch with Twitch. Again, reminder, I am on Twitch. If you can use whichever platform you prefer, realistically. Don't feel inclined to have to watch me over there if you don't want to, but if you do prefer Twitch, it's live there as well. So whichever one works for you, feel free to hop on over. What else do I see? Neo, welcome. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Only the wheel can decide such things. Yes, absolutely. Richard, appreciate the generous offer of skipping any of your games if they come up. But if they do come up, that's just luck. That's just how it works. Everyone will get their turn eventually, statistically, possibly. I mean, does that work if the number of games continues to increase? Does that mean that... No, like, the statistical likelihood can't... Actually, it does approach 0, I guess. That's how math works. If the number of things on the list continues to grow at a faster rate than they're removed from the list, and there's only a finite amount of time, then technically, yeah, it's never 0, but it might get close. You're absolutely right. I'm just double checking because I saw that Darn Raven in the chat at the start as well. That Darn Raven, are you happy to look after the bingo list for today? Sorry, we didn't coordinate this properly beforehand. I've reached out to Matey8 as well when they're also happy to support. So if you two want to just have a quick chat between the two of you to decide who wants to own it today, that'd be sweet. And then we can go from there. Gust, you can make the argument that higher rolls of the wheel for one game means higher chances for the game to be selected. Higher rolls of the wheel for one game... Yes, absolutely. The more times it gets entered onto a wheel, the higher the odds are of it being selected. I mean, if the wheel was all just one game, I mean, imagine if there was a month where everyone coordinated and submitted the same game onto the wheel just to really bump up the statistical likelihood of it being selected. That'd be kind of wild. That would be kind of wild. But Rat Gamer, absolutely fantastic reminder. Grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink, whatever you need, whatever you want to make yourself nice and comfy, because we will actually get started on things pretty shortly. Before we do, just a couple of quick updates for the stream this week and about the channel in general. Firstly, there will be no Hollow Knight stream tomorrow. Unfortunately, I've got a clash with some real life stuff, which means I'm not available at that time. So there won't be a Hollow Knight stream this weekend. We'll have to skip it and come back to it next weekend. So apologies for that. It's just how life is. The other change for today's stream is that we have increased the cost of redeeming the free space tile. You guys mentioned it towards the end of the last stream, but that one's getting used a little too often to just get some free wins. So we've bumped up the price so that it can't be used as much, and we're relying on normal bingos. It's actually doubled, so it's gone from 20 points to 40 points. Again, open to feedback. We can play around with that to find the balance for it, but it did feel like it was getting used just a little too much. So we're trying to balance it out a little bit. We'll see how we go. And I think the intent is that rather than using the free space tile, you'll be able to use add or remove tiles to try and swing things in your favor a little bit, which could be good fun. Mediate, by the way, anyone here a fan of the Cube Escape / Rusty Lake games? Demo for the new one released, might add it to the wheel when it releases. That sounds like a good idea, because I've had a few people mention the Rusty Lake games, and I've never had a chance to play them, so I would love to have an opportunity to check one out at some point. Rat Gamer, you're going to put the Bubsy collection in since it's at 114 views currently, but decided against it in case the Bubsy 4D hype ends up getting more people to buy the collection. I mean, that might happen, but if it goes over the 200 count after it's submitted to the wheel, that's totally fine. As long as it meets the criteria at the time of adding it to the wheel, perfect. Nothing to worry about. Gus, you've also heard about them but never played them. Yeah, a lot of people highly recommend them, and I'm interested to try them out at some point. Bubsy and hype do not belong in the same sentence. No, the new Bubsy 4D does look hype. The other things that I needed to update you on is, although we're skipping a stream this weekend, the good news is that we have not just one, but 2 videos that are in their final stages of being edited and are not too far away from release. One of them is going to be the next episode for Steam Sequence, which is for 1000 Times Resist. And then the other video is, well, you'll just have to find out when it comes out. That's always a bit of fun. We're doing something a little bit different, but it's nothing that I haven't spoken about previously. So, should be good fun. And then the final update is that for the video after 1000 Times Resist, currently playing through 52 different 1001 jigsaw puzzle games. I have so far completed 25 of them. So I'm almost halfway there. And it's only taken me 2 weeks. So there's 2 more weeks. And I would just like to point out that those games are taking anywhere between 1 and 2 hours each to beat. So the following video is going to have anywhere between like 75 and 100 plus hours of gameplay in it. All of which is just dragging and dropping puzzle pieces. It's good fun. Fun in heavy quotation marks. Not a Nick, you'd be happy to be wrong, but I remember the first one, platforming with extreme fall damage. Is that the Bubsy game you're talking about? Because I feel like they have quite a reputation. Richard, you love the Rusty Lake games, but there's so much lore now. You don't really need it to play the game, but it gets pretty interesting when you dive into it. I love games with that level of interconnected lore, because you can do some very interesting things with it. True, Richard, there's a lot, but it's one of the things you like about them. Action 52, who needs it when you can get Jigsaw 52? Exactly! We're not here for interesting gameplay. We're here for absolutely god-awful gameplay. Alright, let's get into things. We've got a wheel to spin, we've got some bingo to play, so please make sure that you've got your bingo card ready to go. Everything should have been deleted and refreshed. We're back on the 5x5. Hopefully we will have someone at the helm and ready to go with bingo list, and we should be good. Oh, right on cue with the music ending, actually. Perfect. All right, here we go. First one for today. If you haven't got your bingo card already, please make sure you grab it. The link is in the description on YouTube. Click on the link, grab your card, where you go from there. As a reminder, on the bingo leaderboard, currently Sky is in the lead with 7 points, followed by Neon and Gust with 4, Mamu with 3, the MB Volpine 3, but everyone, no matter if you're on that leaderboard or not, if you have a bingo point, will go into a prize draw at the start of the next month. TNT PvP, welcome, how you doing, mate? Tux and Fanny, please. It is... Oh, these ones still right here. Grimtide, Stux and Fanny, Kessler Syndrome, Glisten to Your Heart, Baobab's Mausoleum, Candle Prick, Dadish 2, Trash Quest. They've been here for so long. One day we will get to them. I still do want to do another stream where we go through some of the oldest games on the list, because that was good fun. We did that last time. Mediate, you once scrolled all the way down to A Hat in Time in alphabet order on Steam, and damn, it's going to be a while. Yeah, Hat in Time, I've already played through A Hat in Time. I can tell you, it's a fantastic game. Absolutely loved it. It's going to be a long time before we ever get it onto the wheel. Oh, Richard, I didn't remove cards across the wheel. Oh, sorry, you're right. I did not. I forgot to remove the ones from last week's stream, but that's okay. We can work around it. The only ones that we played last time were Ruffy in the Riverside, Night Guardian, and Real Web Legends Carter's Quest. So if they come back up again, we'll just remove them, go from there. I forgot to do it on the back end, so it didn't appear in the new list today. All right, let us spin and see what on earth we're going to be playing today. Ooh, okay. First up, we're going to be playing... Ooh, it's not one of the old games. 4 Realms. I don't know about you, but like that is an incredibly generic fantasy game name if I've ever heard one. 4 Realms, let me guess. Earth, wind, water, and fire? Well, let's find out. Get your bingo cards at the ready. Let's have a look at 4 Realms. And let's just double check who submitted this one. 4 Realms was submitted by Demeen, August this year. Okay. Interesting. Demeen does some interesting games. They can be kind of hit and miss, but always niche. And I'm always down for that. Oh, what did I miss there? Hydrolid Sodny. That is... Did you just try and make the most difficult name possible for a YouTuber to pronounce? Because you're pretty close to achieving it. You're now just Hydraulic Press. Hi, Hydraulic Press. How you doing? The names in the chat have changed her. It no longer shows channel names. Rest in peace, my obnoxiously long channel name. Ah, so it was worse. Great, thank you. Yeah, sad day. Perfect name's gone. I'm glad you haven't just got like a literal tongue twister in there for the name. All right, let's have a look at what on earth is going on here. So, can I just get confirmation? Because I did see that Dan Raven was in the chat earlier, but I haven't seen another message from them. So just in case, Matey8, do you have what you need to manage the bingo list? Just because I'm not sure who is looking at it. We want to make sure someone is there. Matey8, you're on it. Fantastic. Thank you, Matey8. Can we just as well get shout out to Matey8 and or that Dan Raven as well, whoever ends up looking after it, but it looks like it's going to be Matey8. For helping out with the managing the bingo list for today's stream. Just absolutely really appreciate it because it makes my life so much easier and makes it much easier for everyone when we're moving between like the 5x5 and the 6x6. All right, so join the menagerie in 4 Realms, an action strategy RPG in an animal-filled fantasy world. Customize your spellbook, then construct contraptions, transform targets, sling spells, and summon creatures on a quest of grand adventure. All right, that already ticks a couple of boxes for the kind of stuff that I like. It only has 2 reviews, so we definitely have less than 200. However, this is a 2016 game, so we don't get after 2020. The developer and the publisher are both the same, Huge Bot, exclamation mark. They've only made 1 game, and it has a demo. Interesting. Let's watch... How many trailers? There's 3 trailers there. 2 trailers here. All right, let's put on one of the trailers. It's a minute 10. Oh, sorry, a minute 12. Okay, well, we have text boxes. We have jump. We have an inventory and currency. Okay, so it is... Oh, and we have pixel art. Gonna turn that down a little bit. It's just a touch loud. Seems to be, yeah, real-time combat, not strategy. We do seem to be like a kiwi bird, which is adorable. I will say it looks like the screen is quite cluttered. We'll see what this looks like, I guess, when we actually get into it. And there's a little mole with like a pygmy hat or something, a pilgrim hat. Adorable. We also have magic. We can mark off magic. I'm going to give that trailer... Ooh, that one is... Okay, it is over a minute for that one. Hang on. That one is also a minute 12. Interesting. One Angry Gamer. Yep. This trailer is a minute 15. Do we have any of these less than a minute? Minute 33. And then the last one is a minute 30. So no, we don't get trailer less than a minute. Sorry, guys. I tried. Out of all of the trailers, none of them had it. Could it technically classify as a web series with that many trailers? If they tell a continuous story, yeah, maybe. I'm not going to go to that level to find out. Gray, welcome. How you doing? Yes, pumpkin spice tea overlap today. Fantastic. Sounds delightful. I mean, you guys would be getting into fall at the moment, so yeah, enjoy it. What did I miss there? Not a Nick, welcome. How you doing? Text overlapping in the health bar. Was it? I'm going to assume it was. I can't see it in the screenshots there. Okay, what have we got here? One friend wants the game, so we've got one person who's wishlisted it. Nobody owns it. The game is not more than $10. It's... Oh, we can mark off achievements because there's more than 20. Why? I could have sworn I turned off videos auto-playing. But it's doing it now, so we're just going to deal with it, and I'll try and change that when we're on a holding screen later. Means I need to be quick on this, otherwise we're just going to keep getting videos playing. Unique is in the description. Personalization, equipment to tailor make unique wardens. So we got that one. That's nice. Go back there. No gifts in the description though. We do have controller support. Don't know about Steam Deck support, says unknown. And the related games are Baldur's Gate 3, Clover Pit, Dota 2, and okay, it's just recommending popular games. It has no idea what to compare this to. Although it said there were 2 reviews, there's 3. So I don't think Steam knows. Oh, of course. Of course, we know Steam. Valve doesn't know how to count to 3. So that's why it says 2 user reviews, even though there are 3 down the bottom. I imagine if I leave a review, it'll probably jump to 4. That 100% makes sense. Oh, shoot. I just realized I'm not recording at the moment. Oh, bugger. Okay. Sorry, everyone, because we're going to have to do a little quick intro. We're not going to repeat anything, but I've got to start fresh on here. That's my fault. All right. Welcome. We're back. For those that are just tuning in, we are playing more Wheel of Misfortune and more Bingo today. Everyone in the chat, can you just please act like you just got here and that we're just starting the stream, having already selected the first game, because that's what it's going to look like we're doing, and that way people who are tuning in watching this VOD later don't feel like they've missed out on anything. We're just getting started now. There's no way that the audience has missed anything because I forgot to hit record at some point. I would never do such a thing to my audience. We've pre-selected one of the games today, and we're playing Four Realms, which is this cute 2D pixel art side-scroller hack and slash beat 'em up with magic elements in it, and we're going to play some bingo. So if you're watching this later, feel free to play along, but if you want to actually win some prizes, you'll need to join in for the live streams. Perfect. All right, so welcome everyone in the chat. Yeah, I can't believe it. You made it just here in time, honestly. That's absolutely incredible. Like, what a coincidence that we'll all just tune in right as we're like partway through a game. It's just amazing. Gust, hey Graeldon, for no reason in particular, I'm going to ask if you ever changed the price of the bingo tiles. Oh, it's so great that you decided to mention that, Gust, because based on the feedback from the previous stream, we have increased the price of the free space tiles. So that's jumped from 20 to 40, and we'll see how that goes in terms of making the balancer, the balance of those streams. Richard, can we get one more follower for the stream? Maybe. Who knows? Also, the count is wrong. I don't know why it's measuring from 49 to 50. It's meant to be measuring up to 70. But hey, everything's broken. Nothing works. The economy sucks. But games are fun, right? We like games. Speaking of, we went through everything on this, so please just check the list on screen for everything that we found that's on bingo. I think the last thing we need to double check is the update history. Let's have a look. Hey, thank you. Selling my teeth on eBay? Are you okay? Do you need a dental plan? Do you need help? Do people buy teeth? Who buys teeth on eBay? That's incredible. I love it when names can become talking points. That's fantastic. Also, just heads up, my the multi-stream seems to be broken. I'm going to double check on there that is, looks like it's maybe caught up and is working correctly. But if I miss any of the comments from Twitch, I apologize in advance. The multi-stream function may be a little bit dodgy, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so it has had updates, so we can mark off that tile as well. Last update was 2017, so they supported the game for about a year after it released. Oh, went too far. The last thing we need to double check is the website. Stop auto playing. I was like, what's that notification? There's music playing. HugeBot has a website that is broken. Fantastic. I mean, it's there, hugebot.com/lander. Cool. Well, I mean, it counts. They have a website. It just doesn't work. Will you? Shush. I'm gonna have to mute you again. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Okay, but no YouTube linked, unfortunately. That's all we've got. So let's get this game purchased. I'm going to buy the full version. Let's support the devs. You guys are going to go to a holding screen where you can have a crack at the Wordle. I will just put some more background music back on for you. And I'll get this purchased and downloading, check the file size, and see if I can fix this bloody autopay issue. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, the Twitch message will come up on screen. Just on my side, I don't read off what's actually on screen. I've got a separate chat panel where it's a little bit easier than trying to see it against the backgrounds. And I can scroll it. But it looks like some of the Twitch messages or even the YouTube messages just aren't coming through. It's fine. It works. Oh, and that was a very small game. In fact, 80 megabytes. I will check the file size just in case they've got some kind of miracle working compression algorithm. But I doubt it. Oh, it's 152 megabytes once it's unpacked, so it is nearly double the size. Sky, pretty sure most of the Twitch ones aren't going through. I mean, I can see that one, and I can see Loopy Bob having said Czechoslovakia for reasons. Gray said check earlier. Yeah. I can see them coming through now, so it looks like it's maybe caught up and it's working correctly. Jane Randazzo, how are you doing? Hello, everyone, indeed. Welcome to the stream. Is this your first time here? I don't recognize your name. We just need to know because we've got a bingo card running, and if it is your first time, that is a tile for some people. Or if anyone else is here for the first time. All right, while you guys are working through that Wordle, let's see if I can find this autoplay setting. I want to turn that off. Platform preferences? No, that's not going to be it. Good lord, where would a setting for this even be? That is of that. Maybe it's interface. It is that thing of, you know there's a setting for it somewhere, but you can never find it. Hang on a sec. It's on the actual player settings. Ah, yes, it's in the actual video player. There's an autoplay videos toggle. There we go. That's fixed. We won't have to deal with that again. How you guys going over there? Czechoslovakia jump scared you? That's always fun. Juan Ignacio Sanchez? I probably said that wrong. Maybe? No, Juan Ignacio Sanchez. Welcome. First time, actually. Perfect. Yeah, if anyone's here for the first time and has questions about what's going on, how prizes work, all the rest of it, just let me know. Happy to explain it. Otherwise, there's things in the description. Pretty sure what I missed there. Is the gesture in chat? No, Demean's not here, unfortunately. Not that I've seen yet, but unless Demean's joined in, shout out. Never know. At John Leonard, Graeldon mentioned they were, but didn't send a message after their game got chosen. Oh. I must have missed something there. There's a dev logo at the end of most trailers. We need the dev logo to be in the game, not the trailer, though. Oh, Ebbed was a good guess, but wasn't quite it. It must be Embed? E-N-B-E-D? Or, no, Embed. 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 What? Oh, no, it was. Correct enter was embed. Hell yeah, I get a bingo point. Bingo point for Graeldon. Camera a little bit. Going Stella. Yeah. She's having a little nap. She's cute. Yeah, the dev logo and the game engine logo need to be in the game itself, not the trailer. Multiple people guessed it? Alright, so here's what I'm going to say. Just, no, I think as a stream, we need to get it together. We win together, we fail together. I think that's the fairest way to do it. Alright, how are we doing so far? We've got a decent number on there. I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we've got a decent number of tiles. Someone's probably getting pretty close to it. I took one's lubed. That's unfortunate. They'll just try to streamline things, make it go, you know? All right, let's get into 4 rounds. We've got a few bits and pieces to have a look at before we start the timer. Okay, we'll go to developer logo. There we go, huge bot. Also, oh, okay, yep, that was a little laggy, but we're good. Oh, credits. There it is. Solo Kissin is redeeming free space. Okay. Let's have a look. Solo Kissin is redeeming weird genre blend. Matey8, can you please add weird genre blend to the list? Ooh, what's going on here? That music stopped. Yeah, no, this is just the game music. Let's have a look. We need to verify, because I'm assuming Solo Kissin is going to call bingo. Where are we? Here, view cards. Solo Kissin. Where's your card? There. Right down the bottom. I'm blind. Solo Kissin got dev logo, weird genre blend, less than 200 views, similar games unrelated, they were, and jump! Congratulations! Well done, Solo. Alright, we need to put this music down. That's a bit loud. That's more manageable. Perfect. Congrats, Solo. I need to give you a bingo point. And then we'll move to the 5x5. 1 point there. Unfortunately, doesn't get you onto the top 5, but that's okay. You've got a point, and that gets you into the prize draw, and that is arguably more important. I wonder if, for fun, I should rename the bingo points leaderboard to Grail's friends list. That's going to make people more competitive. All right, lovely. We are on the 6x6 now. We scramble and clear. Perfect. So we continue using the same list. So the ones that are already called and that you can see on the top right corner of the stream, go ahead and mark off all of those, and we'll see if anyone gets a 6x6 straight away. There we go. Oh yeah, everyone's checking their Aurum on that. Nice. Guys, like, now I'm his friend. All right. So we had credits found. Just checking. Yeah, Matey8, when you get a sec, if you could please add credits found onto the list. Do we actually have any options? We have deeds. Oh god, look how it scrolls so slowly and you can't speed it up. Okay, love that. Yeah, there's no settings. That's new. Rat Gamer's asking, are there any rebindable controls? Well, you see, there's no controls. Maybe there's something in the actual game. So I'm going to start the 30 minutes. Let's get into new game. If we find a settings menu, we'll pause. It's definitely not the correct resolution. Look how big that cursor is. Okay, select a warden. Rainbow mandarin fish. Okay. Chameleon. Meerkat. Pinocchio anole. Chicken. Guinea pigs. There's the little spotty kiwi that we saw in the trailer. Dusky farmerfish. Question marks. Well, we're going to go with the meerkat. Wait, wasn't that called something else before? Did I misread that? No? No, Dusky Farmfish is right. It was just a meerkat. We're going as a meerkat. They're adorable. Is it normal that less than 200 views has gone from bingo? Yes, for the 6x6, there's no center free space, so everything is shuffled. That one is only the free space on the 5x5 and the 7x7. King's Pavilion, starting level with 3 random gems for beginner players. Cast heal at the tent twice per level. Okay, these obviously have some interesting effects. Don't know what it means yet. Warden title. Lord, Lady, or Warden. We'll just go with Warden. And then, you know what? Just for fun, let's pick someone's name. Who are we going to put into the stream today? Not Hydraulic Press. Yeah, and sorry, Juan Ignacio Sanchez, your name is maybe a little too long for that. We could just go for Larry if we don't want to be playing favorites. All right. We'll go with Larry for the first one. That's a fair call. Rat Gamer, classy, love it. Wait, do I have... Apparently I do have caps lock on. What do you know? All right. Guide, proper guide. Short timber guide, straight, free spirited guide. We'll just go with the proper guide. It looks like the owl from Ocarina of Time, which means they're going to be very annoying. Okay, begin. That is already more complex than I was expecting. Welcome to the Four Realms, known for its wizardry and wonder, home of all beastkind, a world of magic, technology, and mystery. But all is not well for the land. It is surrounded by the wild magic, chaotic magic that swallows and perverts all in its path. A wild menace ravaging the land and threatening all good beasts. But the realms are not without their heroes. When chaos abounds, the natural magics of the land coalesce, summoning a brave beast, a defender, a warden, capable of combining all the magic of the land and stopping the wild magic. Time is short. The wild magic threatens to consume the Four Realms, and you can't complete this task alone. The Warden must unify the Strato Sultanate, the Forged Parliament, the Root Democracy, and the Fluid Coalition to save the Four Realms. Hang on, so we've got Strato is going to be Earth, Forged is Fire. Well, that could be... No, Stratosphere, that's going to be Air. Root will be Earth, and Fluid is Water. So, you know how I mentioned the 4 elements at the start? I was right. I was right all along. Also, yes, good call, Solar Kissin. That is a title drop. I'm pretty sure this game has an original soundtrack, so we could mark off both of those. And we also now have a tutorial. Let's see if it's any good. Warden Larry, welcome. I'll be your guide throughout your quest. I have the perfect mission to train with, Warden Larry. Oh god, I thought the game crashed for a second there. Okay. I think that was just a loading screen. I thought that was going to be a cutscene for a second, but it wasn't. Greetings, my liege. Before we unite the realms, I feel it prudent to prepare you for combat. Being a warden is not easy, but this training will prepare you. Fantastic. Click the warden. No, I don't want to. Don't want to. Oh, good lord. Whatever happened there, it lagged a lot. WSD to move. Okay, cool. We have collectibles. We have glitching walls. Fantastic. I'm just pushing left and right. Alright, let's go. Look at that jump. Incredible. Oh, do we have a typo? Should have been a comma, not a period. Alright, go ahead and mark that off. Activate the switch. Okay. F. Well, F you. I want the gem. Then I'll move onwards. Okay, so the thing in the bottom right just kind of highlights whatever you're looking at, I think? Maybe? Maybe not. Okay. Sometimes you'll find yourself stuck, my liege. Not to worry. As a warden, you can get out of this easily. Can I? Click the return button. Oh. Okay. Cool. So all of our weaponry just teleports and then we teleport to it. Got it. Waystones unlock new spells. The new spell is added immediately to your list, can be used in future missions and games. Okay. Let's find a spell to get us beyond that hole. I guess we go up this way. And we activate this thing. Ah, yes! The vertical cloud. The direction that clouds are known for moving in. Weirdly enough, the music is giving me like Mountain Blade vibes, where it's just a preset soundtrack and it doesn't quite match the aesthetics of what's going on, but it's fine. The appropriate solution to this problem is the magic granted to you by the Four Realms. Let me demonstrate how to cast a spell. Okay. Oh god. Oh, that's weird. I see what they're doing, but it's weird seeing another cursor on screen. Okay, cool. Thank you. I didn't have to do it. It did it for me. Amazing. Oh, hang on. Is someone redeeming bingo? I'll pause the timer. Wait. What I missed there? No trading cards. There was something that was mentioned in the trailer but wasn't confirmed. I must have missed that. Four Realms keeps reminding you of something we can't forget. It reminds me of Avatar, The Last Airbender. Okay, yeah, it should be redeem space bingo. But if Jeffrey has called it, fantastic. So I saw them say there, yeah, like, what is the command for bingo? So I'm assuming they've got it. Let's jump over and take a look. View cards. Jeffrey, yeah, there we go. Nope, Jeffrey's got it. Jeffrey got weird genre blend. Game has been updated, pixel art, new person in chat, more than 20 achievements, and original music. Fantastic, well done, Jeff. Do you prefer Jeffrey? Let me know. I'll try and keep it in mind. Either way, let's get you your bingo point. Jeffrey. Your name from here, let's try this. Might make my life easier. Yeah, there we go. 2 bingo points for you, because you're an absolute legend. Does not get you onto the board, sorry, but you're a point ahead of Solarkisson. Not that I'm trying to stoke any kind of like competitiveness, but ooh, damn. Has the trading card tag, does it? Hang on, let's go and verify. Hey, yes, actually, it is there. It just didn't show up properly on the store page. They mustn't have added that element correctly. But yes, go ahead and add trading cards. It does actually have trading cards. There we go. Oh, hang on. Before I get back into it, I nearly forgot. Doesn't count. I nearly forgot. We need to move to the 7x7. Add the free space back. There we go. And we will scramble and clear. Yeah, there we go. All right, best of luck. Let's see if anyone manages to get the 7x7. Could happen, but I think with the amount of tiles we've got, it's unlikely. Yeah, we should check for the trading cards on the library page instead. I agree, Mate88. Makes it easier to find it from there, I think. Ah, hydraulic press. You are... Why? I see. You should be able to change your YouTube username if you did want to try and get that back. All right, let's get back into the game and see what else this has got to offer. Because apparently we do also have an attack. All right, what's happening here? It's another spell. Girder. I'm getting weird, like, lemmings vibes. And I'm not 100% sure why. In the bottom center is the spell book. Click on a spell, click cast in the game field to cast a spell. Makes sense? Before you can cast a spell, you need gems. You can see the gems get on the bottom screen. This is feeling like it's more of a puzzle game than anything. Before you... Oh, there we go. Jeffrey's bingo just came through. I'm guessing that's not valid anymore. Otherwise, please let me know if I do need to check that right now. The music just ended. All right, hang on. Let's pause the timer for a sec. This is a new one? Did Jeffrey get back-to-backs? Whoa, 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 whoa. No way! No freaking way. Look at that. Health, currency, new person in chat, dialogue box, original music, similar games unrelated, inventory equipment. That's absolutely mental. Well done, Jeff. I think you've just used up your luck for the rest of the year, mate. That's 3 points for you, jumping you to 5. You know how a moment ago I was joking, be like, ah ha ha, you're not on the list, you're not on the list. Guess what? You're on the list. Let me get you added onto there. And as for where you are on the list, you're there. You are there with your 5 points, knocking the NB Volpine off. Just going to be very upset about that if they were here. If they were here, they'd be very upset about that. Bloody hell, well done, mate. All right, that's a reset then. I'll put this back to the 5x5 in preparation for the next game. Please don't mark anything off just yet, because we knocked that all out within the first 10 minutes of the game itself, which is always incredible. So we'll scramble and clear everything. Beautiful, and that is now ready to go for the next game. Okay, let's play some of this game. 4 realms, what are you doing for us? Each spell can be done a certain number of times. Now I'll let you try. Security text goes to the wall. Okay. Good. I'm going to pop it. Okay, so it has to attach like that. Go. Yeah, this has some weird puzzle element vibes that I wasn't expecting from the trailer. Alright, go look after your guinea pigs. Characters with a pointed orange shield and orange bar are enemies. Makes sense. Enemies can destroy your characters. Characters, not character. The bar represents their remaining health. The shield is their armor. It reduces how much damage they take. When their health is 0, they're destroyed. Click with the left button to attack. Characters different styles attacks. Some have ranged attacks. Shoot wherever the mouse is. Okay, well, this guy does not have a ranged attack. Hey, turn around. Okay, well, that hit is not particularly impactful. I thought I was missing. That seems to be a large ice stone blocking our path, Warden Larry. Find the weakness. Fire. Area of light, fire damage. Well, I think we found the solution. Ice stone's weak to fire. What do you know? Hovering a mouse over an object or spell brings us from the info board. To the right of resistance is the weakness. There's actually seems to be a lot of complexity going on here. Indicated by the black shield icon. If the object is hit by a damage type of this, damage is increased by 100%. Okay. In case the ice don't take more damage from fire attacks. So we shwaboom. We try and melt the ice. I'm assuming we're going to do that more than once. Okay, place the fire enchantment over the warden. Ah. And then we empower our attacks. I see. Could I have soft locked myself there if I didn't actually do that correctly? That would have been hilarious. All right, pull the lever. Let's go. Okay. Bluebird Jester. Okay. Need some aid for this test. You can summon allies with various skills, abilities, and combat techniques. Some can fly, some can see through the dark, some can see the unseen. Some have... How much stuff is in this game? Spells can only be cast within a certain range. That's not how you spell within, but that's fine. A certain range of the warden. This casting area is indicated by a dark blue circle. Okay. Bluebird. Can you go over there? I wanted you to pick up the thing. Press Q. Oh. Can I... You can swap characters. What? And there's... He can fly? Look at him. It's adorable. We'll just push the crate down. And now I'm assuming he will jump up this way. Yes, he will. Okay. But only the warden can activate those things. Cool. And a simple mole. Not a complex mole. It's just simple. Mole should easily be able to pierce this stone. Okay, so he costs 2 things. We put him up there. We press Q to swap to him. And then we attack the stone to dig our way through it. I mean, that's kind of cool that there's so many different mechanics, but I can't help but wonder, like, is this necessary? Yeah, Maniac, that's the feeling that I'm getting, is they just went, I've got all this cool stuff that I want to add, meaning that it's kind of blown out of scope and potentially lost focus, but let's keep going and see what it does. Because at the moment, I'm like, okay, this is cool tutorial, showing mechanic. Also, it's a good tutorial. It's showing me some of the core stuff, but so far there's nothing cohesive that's linking all of this together. Warden. A warden is a leader before they are a warrior. This exercise will prepare you to guide your troops. Okay, reach the portal. I think I can manage that. So let's be ourselves. How to change the spell, press escape, then choose surrender to reset. Okay, so this is a puzzle game in a way. Cloud stones will slow you down, but any character can destroy them. Okay. So why can't I attack? Why does my attack not work? Shift, switch attack? No. Full attack. Okay, the attack button is not working. I can't just... Oh, never mind. I can just jump over it. I don't even need to do anything. Fire Salamander. Salamander, you're fired. Most fire allies do fire damage, can destroy ice stones and sand doors. Okay, well, let's summon you then. We press that. We press that. There we go. Now we're the right dude. Punch your way through there. Punch, little fire salamander. Any second. There we go. And then punch the ice. Still not quite sure what this game's trying to teach me at the moment, but it's fine. Change. There we go. Anglerfish. Gain attack when wet. Okay. Again, another new mechanic they're introducing. Most water allies do water damage, can destroy steel. How does water destroy steel? Does it make it rust? Is that the answer? All right. Anglerfish. Oh, he's bigger than I thought. Let's swap to you. Okay. Yep. Well, he just seems to be a tough guy. He's not really rusting anything. He doesn't even have a water-based attack. He's like, well, I'll just hit it. Go get him, dudes. Good job. Fox Tracker. How many different allies are there? Most Earth allies do Earth damage destroy. Okay, so this is very much have the right element character to get through the thing. Cool. We'll swap to you. He has a ranged attack. Look at him go. He's the first one we've had that has a ranged attack, but even it has a limited range. There we go. Can't charge it up. You just hold it down and it keeps swinging. Only the wardens can read the things. There you go. Bluebird Jester. Okay, we've got him back. Air allies do air damage, destroy dirt stir. Okay, cool. Again, we'll grab you out. Pop you down. He throws his little juggling balls like a shotgun. God, he's going to be powerful when he gets right up close to something. Look at that. Okay. Let me guess. Something else now? Hold still for a few seconds. Your allies will form a line. Okay. Go on then. Ah, cute. All right. So what am I trying to use? I mean, he's breaking his way through the thing on the front. It's doing damage. But then I need to change to... Is it Anglerfish to break through this? Yep. All right. So this is just a have you been paying attention moment. Which most of the time my answer is no. No, I have not. Okay. And then I think we need the salamander for that last one. Yep. He only hits for 8s. He's weak. Weak little salamander. Okay. This game definitely feels dated. But in a kind of good way. Alright, Simple Mole. Some allies do pierce damage, destroy all stone and doors. So that's what the mole's for. Gotcha. Alright, little mole, let's go. You should be able to break through everything. See, now, this is where I feel like the game would be slightly better if your allies could act autonomously. Pop them down and they'll just also help out if they have the right element to be able to break through a thing. Also, geez, that had a lot of health. That's not necessary for a tutorial. Let it die after like 2 or 3 hits. Come on. All right. Yeah, the warden is here. There we go. Why? I say this with only love in my heart. This is someone's first fantasy novel in game form. So much love, so many ideas, so much confusion, so sweet and nostalgic. I agree. This definitely feels like someone's passion project where they had a lot of ideas, but not maybe a clear enough idea of what they're trying to actually make as a game. Often you must think of the variations they can provide. Okay, we need to reach the portal. Got it. It's probably that all the way over there. Let's... There we go. What do you say? Okay, fine. We don't need that. We're good. So is this the first level or is this still tutorial? Can't tell. Most of our allies can see invisible objects. Okay. That's unique. How am I meant to get up there then? This guy doesn't even have a proper attack. Hang on a sec. No climb ability on this guy. That's fine. Shift to switch attack. For whatever reason, his attack just doesn't work anymore. Alright, well, we can summon guys. But I can't summon the bird to be able to get up there. It said fire guys can see invisible things, so let's be the fire guy. Aha! There is actually an invisible ladder. Because that's how ladders work. I mean, look, everything's invisible, I guess. It's fine. Okay, water allies can swim. The icons bottom left under attacks are automatic behaviors. The pawn icons change whether the character will go solo or team. Okay, so we're going to need to summon the water dude. Honky down there. And can I change? Ah, I can make them solo. Okay, now this is giving like Lost Vikings vibes with being able to send people individually into places. And there we go. Yeah, his attack was boosted because he's underwater. This is odd. I was expecting this to be like a colony management style game, not a puzzle solving elemental exploration thing. Earth and allies can see in the dark. Okay. Which would be the fox tracker. Out you hop. We'll send you down on your own. Yep. So presumably anyone else would not be able to see this. Not smart enough? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, let's bring you down then. Yeah, okay. So they have a little ring around them. How much space they can see. Let's actually bring... Whoop. No, I just want to not do this. How do I cancel? Middle click. Okay. Grab you. Hop back up. Come on. Because they've all got like unique animations and stuff as well. There's obviously a lot of care that's gone into it. Okay, no, I want to change back to you and put you as part of the team again. There we go. All right, now we all go together. Onwards, my minions. We must find another sign. Air allies can fly. Great. Okay, let's pop you down. Let's change to you. To go push this off so that everyone else can use their stupid little legs to do stupid little jumps and go up things. There we go. Give us wearing man, welcome, how you doing? Don't you hate it when you're walking and suddenly run into an invisible ladder? Well, the problem is that you might walk underneath it and then get like however many years of bad luck without realizing you've even done it. Okay, well, we can get all the collectibles. And we can pick up a key. Cool. So there's 4 doors that we need to find our way through. I'm assuming there's going to be a bunch of hidden stuff around. Yep, we've already learnt that. That's fine. Thank you. Set if characters will follow or lead by clicking the pawn icon. Yes, okay. That's fine. We don't all need to go in the water. I understand that. Especially you, Mr. Fire Lizard. Don't go in the water. Alright. It's going to be you on your own. Let's go. Swimmy, swimmy time. Oh, well, that was challenging. Cool. Well, he's got the MacGuffin. We can... You know, we'll just take him up to the top and then leave him there because he won't need to go anywhere else. Right? He's done his part. Can we... Oh, everyone else is maybe too far away? Nope, we can swap like that. That's cool. Okay. Let's grab the dude that can see in the dark. Make you solo. Aha. Those are spikes. Presumably, those hurt. Right. So far, I'm surprised by this game because it very much did not turn out to be what I thought it would be. So now I'm just like, well, what else is this game going to do that's different? Are we ever going to go back to that overworld map that we saw? Also, that ladder was not there before. We need the fire guy up there to get that, I think. Okay. We swap back to this group. Up you come. Oh. Fire lizard, where'd you go? Well, he's gone forever. We will never see him again. No, did he die? No! And now I can't beat the level. Are you serious? What? Oh, no, hang on. I think there is a way to do this. I might have to sacrifice this guy, but it's fine. Because there was another red gem down here. Nailed it. Okay. Cool. I can now resummon him. But yeah, he was too dumb to use the ladder. So he just fell to his death. Come on. There we go. No, climb up the ladder, you... Yeah. Good. Okay. We swap back to you. Resummon the salamander. Perfect. Switch to him. Go solo. Jump up. Okay. Punch through the ice. We're good. I was worried that I had just soft-locked the entire thing. Good lord. Okay. Not Nick off to watch the Jays versus Seattle. Yeah. Hope it's a good match. Hope it is a good match. Best of luck to you, whichever team it is that you're rooting for. Alright. Oh, you guys can all just stay there. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Okay. What's next? Allies are one thing, have many other spells that you're supposed to... Okay, why didn't you start with this? Enchantments, spells, and structures are cheaper and easier to play. It's the portal. Okay, now we're going in the other direction. The fact that this is all tutorial is kind of surprising. We only have 6 minutes left, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to the main menu. There's two weird icons in the corner there for some reason. I'm going to do another new game, and I'm going to try and skip the tutorial. And sure, we'll play as a mandarin fish. Why not? We'll keep all that the same. Okay, yep, we had all of that. No, skip. Wait, did I click skip or... Ah, it was lagging, so I think I clicked the... No? Did I click the wrong thing? No, we're good. Okay. So this is what it actually looks like. So we do have quite a large map that can be explored. Some locations seem to have things and some don't. So we can move this direction towards like a town by the look of it. Invasion or challenge. Let's do challenge. I'm a little bit worried because it sounds like challenge might be just another puzzle thing. No? No, nothing happened here. Okay. Oh, except days -1. All right. All right. Nope, spell. Why is it telling me to do a thing up here? Spells? Suggested spells. Oh, do I have no spells? Ooh, okay. So you can actually create an inventory of spells. Interesting. Creates breathable... No, we don't need that. Beanstalk grows horizontal. Okay, Beanstalk might be useful. So there's utility spells and damaging spells. Okay. Third Eye. See invisible objects, traps, and ambushes. Alright, well, let's grab the little mole dude, because he's pretty useful. Bluebird Jester for flight. Anglerfish for being in the water. Do Shrink, Third Eye, Vertical Cloud, And we'll just grab lightning and air, because why not, I guess. And we've got a full inventory of spells. Equipment. I'm hoping that's all equipped. Yeah, looks like it is. Okay. And then skills. Nothing that we can do there anyway. All right, well, let me do the level now. Yes. Okay, so that's kind of nice. It doesn't let you go into a level with nothing equipped. You come upon a town built on the cliffs. The villa overlooks a deep, dark lake. You enter a nearby town, but you're greeted only by silence. Okay. All the villagers are sleeping. What an odd. I suspect they've been placed under a curse. Perhaps the work of wild magic. We must find and destroy the source of this curse. Okay. Ooh, this is at least different. Can I kill the table? No. I am forever saddened. Not big enough. You guys don't seem to be bad. Ah, fine. I'll hit you. Nope, they're just asleep. Okay, they are friendly, even if they really don't look it. What's that noise? There's a trap up there? Yeah. So I need an earthen thing to be able to break through that. Or fire, I think. I don't have enough points to be able to summon any of it. So yeah, this really is actually... yeah, resource management RPG. Fascinating. Not what I thought it was going to be based on the trailer. I was expecting some, like, tower builder, like, definitely RPG, but with, like, defense mechanics. That was a trap. Cool. Well, I'm just going to die, I guess, because I can't get through that. And I can't get through that. I could put down one of these to get out of there. Wait, not going to let me place it there? It's not going to let me place it there because it overlaps with things. Gotcha. Okay. Can't destroy that. I am too weak for anything. Can I put a beanstalk down? No. No, I cannot. Oh, I can put it there. Okay. And then I can climb that and I can get back out. Cool. So that kind of like thing where it interacts with the environment is kind of neat. I like that. Just not quite sure the world and level design lends itself well to it. Okay. We need all of these to be able to cast spells and abilities. There is something over there that we can't get to. I'm also nearly dead. Can't break through that. I think what would be nice would being able to like zoom out and see a bit more of the lay of the land around myself. Oh, that was also a trap. Charming. I also can't kill you. Cool. I have 3 HP left. You know what? That's what I get for being a fish out of water, I guess. This guy's useless. He can't break through anything. The map is also much bigger than I was expecting. Come on. But you can also start to see some little pathways. Like, well, if I were a smaller character, I could fit through here. If I could fly, I could just do this. Is this another trap? Yep, and I'm dead. That was fun. Well, oh, okay. I can somehow still use magic to summon other dudes? No. No, it just goes, well, too bad. So sad. You have failed. Now what? It really has no answer for that. I can't even press escape to open a menu. What am I missing? Q does nothing. That does anything. Tab is meant to select characters. That doesn't. Oh, good to know. If you die, the entire game breaks. I guess they really didn't expect someone to just come in and be as rubbish as I am. Cool. Well, over to you guys. We've finished the 30 minutes, so it's going to be your choice as to whether or not we play more of this or if we move on. So the poll is live now. Get your votes in. While I try and summarize my thoughts on what I have seen in this game so far. I think what we were saying before is probably the best description. The game is simply more complex than it needs to be and is trying to do too many things. I feel like the levels, I feel like what it's trying to do at its core is something similar to like old school Lemmings, where it goes, here's a level, there's a few things to explore and find from A to B. You've got some abilities that allow you to make ladders or platforms or moving things, and it's all about just getting from the start to the finish and maybe finding a few collectibles along the way. Then trying to layer in too much stuff on top of that, I think takes away from it. Elemental resistances, additional combat mechanics. I think it's just too much. I think they are literally, it's scope that expands too far without having a core experience that is polished enough to be enjoyable. Which is a shame because I feel like there's some interesting ideas here. I would have just wanted them to be more narrow. And I think the part to me that lets it down the most is the level design. The aesthetic never quite feels like it gels together, and the levels aren't created in a way that make it very clear for how they flow with getting from A to B. And I think someone mentioned that there was roguelike elements in this, which makes me wonder if, like, is it the world that's randomly generated? Is it the quests that are randomly generated? Are parts of the level randomly generated? I'm not sure. But the levels don't feel like they were constructed with a specific logic in mind. I think they have been constructed to be as freeform as possible. But I think that's backfiring on it because you get presented with too many choices rather than having a very clear direction to go in, especially in the early game. Which is unfortunate. I think they were let down by their own ambition. Alright, that game gets the Alt F4 treatment, because you guys have voted. And we are moving on to a new game. So, let's reset the timer, get your bingo cards back out again. Thank you, Damien, for suggesting the game. I'm glad I got to look at that. I'm probably not going to go back to it, but I'm glad that I got to see it and experience it because it is something unique. You don't get that very often. So let's go back to the wheel and we're going to spin it and see what we get for the next game. 4 rounds, goodbye. Hello to something new, I guess. Let's see if it's going to be one of the old ones or if this is also something new. Ooh, I think I saw Trash Quest was down there. So this is relatively old then, because I think these are still in order. Consortium remastered. This feels like a... Oh, I thought it was going to be like a 4X game, but it is not. Okay. This comes to us from Richard. You jinked it at the start of the stream, mate, by saying, oh, forget another one of my games. 3 games in 2 streams. Absolutely wild. Your luck is off the charts. Your luck is off the charts. Let's go with that. Oh. Apparently there's a lot of these games on Twitter. Interesting. Hopefully you can find the right one there, Sky. Yeah, making up for lost time. All right, what have we got? You are Consortium Bishop 6, a celebrity peacekeeper in the year 2042. Choose to speak out loud using your own voice to shape relationships and navigate the story. Experience a murder mystery thriller aboard a futuristic aircraft with a narrative twist. Every choice counts. Well, I'm glad that they do. I don't particularly like having non-impactful choices. Let's watch the general cinematic trailer. I like it when trailers are actually labeled. And yes, I was wondering that as well. Is this image AI? It looks like it might be, just because it's not particularly balanced. It's a 2024 game. I reckon the capsule image they've done there might be AI. Hard to tell. All right, let's have a look at the trailer, shall we? Let's see what we were in for.
Bishop 6, welcome to the team.
Hello, Bishop. Isn't today just a fine day to be alive?
Welcome to the
Very dated graphics.
Greetings, Pond 19.
Yes, Bishop? What can I do for you?
We need to know what he knows, if anything.
Are you sure?
The voice acting's okay, though.
You may not like what you hear.
Someone aboard this vessel is undoubtedly lying to you.
I've got some unfortunate calls to make.
She's lying through her teeth.
Get your head in the game, Bishop, and stop that maniac from killing anyone else.
Ah, this is Among Us, the game.
Makes you
You
nervous.
just asked me if I committed murder and betrayed my own crew.
Don't be ridiculous. How dare you do
Oh,
this?
Bishop, don't be so boring.
Death is imminent.
Okay. What I'm picking up is that there is a game in two halves. Because you've got the section... Shush. You've got the section on board the ship that seems very much around, like, relationships, detective work, conversations to uncover and find information. But then you've also got sections that are very clearly just first-person shooter. So I'm curious to see how all of that ties together. So, back to this. The actual trailer ends at about the 55-second mark. So we're going to give that trailer less than 1 minute. We do also have definitely less than 200 reviews. Release date is after 2020. Developer and publisher are the same. They have done more than one game, though. And they seem to have a few different games that are all set within the same universe, by the look of it, which is kind of interesting. They've definitely got, like, they've got a mission in mind, right? It is more than $10. There is a full VR version of the game, Consortium VR, which includes Consortium Remastered. Save games are 100% transferable to... That's curious. Okay. Activate an interdimensional satellite, IDGI-1, to inhabit the mind of a newly commissioned officer in the consortium, a supposed peacekeeping force dedicated to promoting global unity and safeguarding Earth's environment in a uniquely bright version of humanity's future. That's kind of nice. I like ones to take a different spin on it rather than going, oh, it's all dystopian, cyberpunk future. It's kind of nice seeing something that goes, no, actually, this is a positive world that you're trying to safeguard. Oh, Sky, you got a black phone ad. That's unfortunate. Last thing you heard of the graphic looks dated. Yeah, it seems like it was made as a VR game and it's been adapted for flat screen as well, which is kind of curious. Right, it has been purchased. It's owned by 3 friends. That's surprising. No one's wishlisted it, but 3 people have purchased it. We can mark off Steam achievements. It's got 39, so that absolutely counts. We have a YouTube and a website. We have controller support. What else am I looking for? We have Steam Deck compatibility. This counts. We've got GIFs in the description. Do we have unique? We have uniquely. I will allow that. We have unique in the description. Apparently, it's a remake/remaster of an older game from a decade ago that has since been delisted. Do you mean a decade from today? Or a decade from the release date? Either way, we're looking like 2014, 2015. Yeah, they made a VR version that's the exact same game, but it's more expensive than the flat screen version. That's what I hate about VR games industry, part of why I struggle so much. I 100% agree with you, Sky. They should both be the same price, and it's just about which experience you prefer. That would make a lot more sense. Have we had any updates? Yes, we have. Game has been updated. That counts. Okay, I think that's everything that I need to get from there. Let's go ahead and get this purchased. I'm going to pop you over to holding screen with some music while I get this downloading. Again, apologies if you get any... buffering while this game's downloading. It's gonna happen. It is going to happen. I have to admit, like, when I'm purchasing and installing all these games, there is a part of me that wonders, like, how long is it going to take before I, like, own 10% of the games on Steam? It's going to happen at some point with the rate at which I'm acquiring them. Oh, Solly Kissin. That's unfortunate when you don't get any of the ones from the store page. How many games have they made? 3. They've got 3 different games that they've made so far. Starting with Adieu is kind of clever, because that gets a lot of the vowels out of the way early. But no O, unfortunately. Oh, that's interesting. When you buy the game, you get both the remastered version and the 2014 version. So even though that wasn't visible on the store page, it's unlisted. You still get it. That was not on my list of things I was expecting. The file size is also 2.1 gigabytes, so we get more than 1 gig. Okay. It's almost downloaded, so if you're getting any buffering, that should end shortly. I'm not going to download the 2014 edition. No. You can stop. I don't need the 2014 edition. We just want the remastered version. Swearing man only got 2 spaces checked. That... Oh man, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw with these things, eh? Guess we're getting close to it. Buddy was surprisingly close. There's no double D, though. What the heck would go between the D and the Y? S? Ah. I'm confused by that one. Which, admittedly, isn't particularly difficult. Also, apologies again if you see me sneezing or scratching my nose. We're getting into spring here in Australia, and Melbourne has a particularly bad pollen count. So hay fever is kicking my butt. Oh, good point. It might be UDGY. So it could be like pudgy. Yeah, I think pudgy might be your best bet. Oh, Sky, that's a good question. Yes, I would count that as being on more than one platform. If it's on, like, flat screen and VR, then, yeah, that can count as more than one platform. I'll allow that. You're not going to get it if you keep getting one year later time. Well, there's not that many words that have udgy in them and would have, like, one other letter. Yeah, there we go. Pudgy. We got it. Solu, you doubter. You doubting doubter. You didn't think chat could get it. We got it. We knew what it was. It was just punchy. Nicely done. Go ahead and mark off that bingo tile as well. Alright, so the extra one that we can add, thanks to Sky's suggestion, is that it's available on more than one platform. You can pop that one in. Oh, you were far behind because of buffers. I apologize. I'm sorry. Just know as well, just for anyone that's listening in, whenever I throw shade at people, it is as a joke. 100% as a joke. Please don't ever take any of it personally. If I ever say anything that hurts your feelings, I do genuinely apologize. Everything that I say is always just banter, and it's intended from a good-natured part of me. It's just, as an Australian, the more we tease you, the more we like you. All right. let's jump into this and see what we've got. I'm going to admit I don't have high hopes for this, but I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. But yeah, we got both the remastered and the 2014 edition as part of that pack, which is kind of interesting. So let's have a look and see what Consortium Remastered has got going for it, if it's got anything going for it. Oh, okay. Is this our future?
Imagine a future
So we've got a
problems
cutscene.
Humanity today. Food and energy are issues of the past.
The
and human
voiceover's
beings
not
have
bad.
Established orbital and lunar colonies. We here at IDGI have invented a satellite capable of transporting
Yeah, no
you to this
subtitles, sorry.
not so distant future. And the rest is up to you.
I think we can mark off original soundtrack. With the weird blue symbols floating on the left-hand side. Curious. Okay. I'm always a little bit concerned when the button says start new universe, not play game. Start new universe. Virtual training editor options. We've seen the intro movie. We've got credits, which have their own fancy thing going on. It's giving weird, like, Star Wars propaganda vibes. That's odd. Of course, there's Unreal Engine. Okay. We have a full cast. It's all a lot of voice acting talent that's gone into it. I was hoping to... Yes, original orchestra. Wait, what? Jeremy Soule? Sorry. Jeremy Soule did the soundtrack for this game. I need a second just to process that. So if this was 2014, Jeremy Soule went and did Skyrim and then hopped on over to this. What? Okay, sure. I'm honestly flabbergasted by that. That's very unexpected, but raises the bar a little bit on this. Okay. I wonder if this game's more like a cult classic. Like, it's got a dedicated following, but it never broke into the mainstream. Wonder if that's what's happening here. Wasn't Orchestra credited? Orchestra was not credited. So not sure. Okay, I'm going to say that we have game engine logo and developer logo because we've got everything down the bottom on this screen. So go ahead and mark both of those off as well. In the options, it has not detected the correct resolution. I don't know why, because it has a 4K option there. We'll just bump that up. VSync on. Oh, there we go. Yes, we got windowed full screen. Fantastic. Okay. Animating textures, not animated. All right, to the game devs in the room, I want to know, would this be mislabeled? Should it be animating textures or animated textures? Because I feel like that is actually a mistake and it should be animated, but maybe I'm misunderstanding what it is referring to. Score was composed, but a computer played it. Yeah, give us, like, I'm always more in favor of a score that's been fully performed by an orchestra. However, those are very rare in today's world. Yeah, Sky says typo. I think I'm not even sure what it means. We're going to call that a typo. Animating textures makes no sense. Just as a word. We'll put that onto more. We want more particles. Give me all of the particles. Controller. We're not using controller. Controls. Sensitivity. Crouch. Toggle. Okay, we have rebindable keys, I think. Yes, press the binding icon to rebind it. Cool, we got rebindable keys. There is a spectator mode. Chat reply choice vote? What? This has Twitch integration? Okay, we might come back to that. Also, hey, yeah, did we have a jump button there? We have a heal or... Okay, we have health. We haven't seen it in game, but we can confirm we've got health. We have hot slots, so we can confirm we have inventory. Let's see, and we have a jump button, so yes, we have jump. Okay. But wait, sorry. Voice recognition confidence? This game must have been so far ahead of its time. Yes, go ahead and mark off accessibility options for sure. Yeah, okay, subtitles, we can turn that on. Subtitles should always be on by default. And then... Okay, this is one of those games where it pulls an in-universe thing out of it and tries to make it real, right? Because they're talking about the IDGI satellite is owned and operated by Interdimensional Games in partnership with Epic Mega Grant, Solar Storm Interactive. Unless they've put an actual satellite into orbit, this is just blurring the line of what's reality, right? Were there separate audio sliders? Good question. I think there were. Yes. Master volume, sound effect, music volume. Yes, so we do have separate audio sliders. We're getting a few things on here. Put a satellite into orbit, got 11 reviews for it. Were the controller glyphs correct? No. It's Xbox only. It doesn't show controller glyphs for PlayStation. It's unfortunate. Okay, but we're going to be playing with keyboard and mouse anyway. I think that's everything that we need on there. The only thing keeping you from bingo now is redeem something. Well, just redeem bingo. That gets you both. And it's only 1 point. I'm just going to wait, give you a chance to do that, Solo Kissin, because otherwise I don't want you to miss out, because you could literally just do redeem bingo, and that gets you both. Absolutely. If it's the only one you're missing, do it. There we go. All right, let's jump over and have a look at what they had. Brilliant. Redeem bingo counts? Yeah. Yes, it counts for the whole round. So now that Solo's redeemed it, that counts for everyone. We've redeemed a thing from the store. Oh yeah, Mate8, you were just missing the wish list. Who do I miss here? Solo. Let's see what Solo got. Accessibility options, separate sound sliders, less than 200 reviews, redeem something, and rebindable controls. Nice and easy. Well done. 100%. That was legit bingo. Let's go ahead and give you an extra bingo point there. Shwabam. All right, up to 2 points. Congrats. Close out all of that. Let's get back to the game. Oh, no. We go back to the game after we move to the 6x6. Come on, Grail. You know what you're doing. You're not going to get caught out like that. Not again. Okay, scramble and clear. Beautiful. There we go. Now you guys can get into the 6x6. See how you go. What does the redeem something space mean? It means someone used a redeem command. So they either redeemed like free space, redeems the call out for the bingo, redeemed adding or removing a tile, anything that costs, basically someone spent points. Someone literally like made it rain. All right, cool. Well, everyone's shuffled. Let's see if you get anything. In the meantime, let's get into the game and see what it does. We'll create a new universe. We'll call this... we're gonna call it the MCU. Fantastic. You're about to activate a temporal rift with the IDGI-1 satellite, transporting you to 2042. I always love when things are overly ambitious about what we're going to have in X number of years. So, oh, Sky's calling bingo. Oh boy, let's have a look. That was super quick. View cards. Sky, yeah, there we go. Looks like you nailed that one. We've got health. Trailer less than 1 minute. Store page says gifts, it did. File was more than 1 gig. Jump and controller compatibility. Beautiful, nicely done. Well done, Sky. I still need to implement an actual round of applause thing. I need to do that before the next stream. I'm going to try and remember it. Let's go ahead and give you 2 bingo points. Securing your lead at 9 now. My goodness, you're having a good month, Sky. Cool. Let's bump that up. Done. Okay. We will now move to the 7x7. We've got enough on here that someone might get it straight away. Boom, boom, boom. Scramble and clear. The similar games. Oh, we didn't check that, did we? Okay, go ahead and mark off Grail misses something important because I did not check the similar games. The similar games were System Shock, which I think is related. The Lift, which isn't even out yet, but I'm actually kind of excited for. If you haven't seen The Lift, it looks great. Sunken Engine and Nightmare Shadow. I'm going to say related games unrelated. These, even in terms of aesthetic, don't seem to be quite on point for what we're looking for. Mediate is redeeming bingo. Holy cow, we're getting back-to-back bingos on here. Whoa. Yeah, System Shocks may be related, but I think we need at least 2 of them to be related for it to count. All right, Matey 8 got health, purchased by a Steam friend, typo, release date after 2020, roll credits, chat wins Wordle, and game suggester is in chat. Woo! Well done, Matey 8. 3 bingo points coming your way. We are so back. The 8 jumps onto there. Unfortunately, I can't get you into the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are currently 7th, tied in 5th place, but I can't put all of you on there, and Mamamoo was the first one there. 1 more point gets you onto there, though. Richard, making up for the fact that you haven't wishlisted it yet. Too busy typing here. Yeah. All right, well, the good news is that means bingo is done for this game. We hit the 7x7. So we'll just do a reset. And then we're going to just have 30 minutes of seeing what on earth this game is about. And honestly, I sometimes like it this way because it means we can just have some gameplay that's uninterrupted for a little bit, you know? See what this is all about. All right, let's get into it. So what I was saying was I love when games just really underestimate what we're going to achieve. Like, do you think we're going to have all of this by 2042? I somehow doubt it. All right, let's have a look. Yes, we agree, acknowledge these responsibilities. Sorry, I missed this bit. This neural link has been actualized by the Consortium King, a sophisticated AI construct and leader of the Consortium. The King has meticulously tailored our perception of this stream to align with his narrative. We advise that you explore with caution and trust sparingly. Interesting, okay. So we're already being told everything is being manipulated. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to agree and connect. 30 minutes, let's go. Make me a world and make me distrust everyone. Okay, we can bump that back up a little. Oh god, why did you do the basic Arial font? You could have done so much more than that. Activating remote... Nope, not doing whatever that was. Priming K1 control algorithms. I'm pretty sure all their budget went on Jeremy Soule. Post entering altered state of consciousness. Are you just drugging me? Neural interface established. Why do you sound surprised about that? That didn't need an exclamation mark. It's like you didn't expect that to happen. Okay. Oh. Oh, we're just in the game. Okay. I am just going to bump the sensitivity down a little bit because it is crazy high. That should probably do it. Still crazy high. We're going right down. Oh yeah, there we go. That's more like it. That way you guys hopefully won't get as seasick. Okay, so no, it needs to go back up just a little. Just a little. Probably about there. That'll do. Yeah. What I do want to say is that's kind of a cool way to open things. I'm not sure what's happening with the textures here. A little bit odd that like half of it is black, but it moves when I move. Kind of weird. But that is a kind of cool opening sequence. I'm picking up the vibes that it's putting down, you know what I mean? Are we keeping the spaces we got for the game? No. We refresh when we move between games. So when we start the next game, we start with a fresh set of tiles. Okay. Well, this gives me faith in whatever is happening. Sure. I like random whispering in my ears. And symbols. So like, yes, connect to this technology. It's friendly. What happened to you? Is this game horror?
It's almost Christmas. Now the children are eagerly awaiting the seeker's arrival. Throughout most of the
Okay.
This is snow. Here at home, we're facing one hell of a storm front.
Yeah. Medical utility visual implant. Yes, please.
At the port of Felixstowe, 21 workers were found dead in a cargo container ship.
That's not a very useful subtitle game. Suddenly, tutorial. Conversations with voice on and mic enabled. I missed that. Or choose to say nothing. Local voice on or off in the menu. Okay, so this is actually going to use speech to text. Okay. Curious. Basil Minitiate. How you doing? Need to catch more of these streams. These are always on. Every week. Same time, same place. Come along. You never know what we're going to see. Curious. Okay.
And emergency personnel on site reported as finding no survivors aboard.
You can come in.
Dead. Nothing further, including cause of death.
It works.
The vessel had been
Lights.
released by authorities.
Much better.
And that's the
Not
latest
so
from
sorry to
here in
wake you,
London.
Bishop.
I'm
We
the
thought
VR
you should know
News
about
AI
our little
reporter.
escort.
Our escort? Should we be worried?
Worried? No, Bishop. There's nothing to worry about. Not unless you're afraid of a couple crummy American F-35s piloted by a group of washed-up mercenaries. A few more bad
Okay,
apples
I know
to
how
which
we
the
feel
war
about the
never
US
ended.
then.
It's just another day in the consortium.
What do they want?
To escort us through
I love that Americans
It's
make
a
the
long
best stuff.
story, but let's just
You
say
know a lot of
the
people would pick
leader
that.
of This particular crew has a
It's
very
got us through
strong
Bulgaria.
disliking for our way of doing things. He likes to think he's doing the people of Bulgaria a service by pestering us, but really, they're as fed up with him as the K and I are.
Who or what is the K?
Oh, right. That's just what I call Night 15. We've been dealing with these guys for years now, and I like to think Kirill, their leader, has a crush on her.
Tell me more about this Kirill.
What?
Okay, this is kind of
You say,
neat.
Tell me more, and I'm supposed to jump.
Maybe we should move on.
Excellent. So let's get you suited up and ready to kick some homeless ass.
All right, figuring out the
Here are
relationship
your
between the
basic
two of us.
consortium Tools. You got your PCU, BUS, and assault helmet, all specifically tailored to fit you nice and snug.
Thank you for your help.
Hey, No problem.
Okay. Interesting. Effectiveness.
Just stand
Standard
there,
piercing
Bishop,
shells,
and
frag
grip your
explosion,
damn
sound.
gear.
Blood radiation.
Will you please suit up now?
No. No, I want to just admire the view for a minute, if that's okay. So there's an additional one alongside us.
This is,
Okay.
in the lower crawl.
How do I interact? There we go.
CCU maintenance to take care of. You can pretty much do whatever you want, but I'd suggest the Bishop training scenario in the virtual trainer.
Got
I
it.
did my job.
Okay, cool. Obtain your CMC in mission operations and/or complete the thing. Okay. It's definitely throwing us right into it. And I imagine on like subsequent playthroughs, there's going to be some little nuances that you can pick up that you weren't aware of before. And bump up the game sound a little? Yeah, absolutely. Bump that up a little bit more for you guys. Every time I see a game with a say nothing option in every dialogue, I have to wonder what a no talking playthrough would look like. I'm pretty sure one of the Far Cry games, like in the opening cutscene, you can just sit down when he tells you to wait, and you beat the game by not doing anything. Okay, is my HUD corrupted? Why is alignment not able to appear correctly? Okay. Obtain CMC. Obtain your CMC from Night 15 in mission operations. Good to know. We have an info console. I have to say the UI is not good. The UI is definitely an eyesore. Alright, hello. Oh, character alignment. The alignment screen gives you a general sense of how everyone thinks of you based on interactions with them over time. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know what any of this means. It's just got a 0 on it, so presumably we have no relationship. There's also a ton of lore here, I think. Okay, let's carry on and see what happens, I guess. Oh, okay, just a random lift. Press button to recycle. Oh, I hope whoever's room this is, they didn't need any of that stuff. I feel like I shouldn't just destroy things willy-nilly. People might get upset about it. But I can charge. Whatever that is, it's making a percent go up, which is probably a good thing. I'm assuming we might need this later. Cool. Alright. The bar is full. Virtual trainer. Bishop training or weapons training? Let's do bishop training first. Yep. Ooh. Play? Play. Is this going to be like 10 VR?
Consortium Bishop training
yep.
scenario. I'm Rook 25 and I'll be your guide for today.
Thank you, Rook 25.
Containment unit can store matter in energy form and has built-in healing and repairing functions. It is also capable of transforming small, solid matter objects directly into utility energy.
So that's what I was doing when I absorbed the thing. Okay. Put my suit on. Put my matter thing on. My energy thing. My energy is just depleting.
You see the floating pieces of junk around the platform?
Yes.
Use your PCU to convert them directly into utility energy.
Yoink. Yoink and yoink. So, okay. That's probably going to come into play at some point. Why else would it be there? Of course it's going to come into play. But I mean, like, is it going to be a survival style mechanic or puzzle solving related? We have to find enough objects for energy. Energy charging stations must be used. Yeah, okay, we found that already. We're well ahead of you, game. Well ahead of you. And then we exit. Okay, starting next level. How's that volume level now? Is that better? Okay, we gear up again.
That mean-looking robot is about to shoot you.
Oh, goody. I'd prefer it if it didn't. Oh, I'll just take your gear, I guess. Interesting. To equip a weapon, press the number that corresponds to the weapon you want to equip, holster, or item wheel. Okay, so V puts it away. And Q... up. Oh, that's not a very good item wheel. Good lord. Okay, gets the job done. Grab some extra charge. I don't think we're going to need to have all of it. Okay, and yes, there's a limited number of bullets. Need more utility to finish healing and repair. Use the charging station. So how do I... Okay, I have... There. Oh, okay, and that is using the energy to heal. It's repairing the thing in the bottom left. Got it. Okay, that should all be fine then. What do we do now? Do we have to fully recharge? Okay, let's fully recharge. Yeah, it's incredibly unpolished. It feels like a game that was done as like an early VR experiment, and then it kind of never went any further. Okay, I've healed. I've done the thing. I don't know what that just did. I took off my suit. So why did I lose energy all of a sudden then? Full at 99%. You're lying to me. Okay, when you take it off, you do lose some energy. But I also can't leave here now. So, I think I might have broken it. No, can't climb up. There is literally... Oh! You were just damaged in combat. H to heal, R to repair. That's what it wanted me to do. Also, if you hold down the jump button, you launch. And I love that. You hit the ceiling and you take damage. So hold R to repair. I think the problem was that I actually didn't take any health damage and the game was waiting for me to heal myself. So it didn't recognize that I had completed the objective. That's a little bit of a problem when I can break your tutorial already. Okay. I have healed. Can we move on to the next thing, please? Any moment now. Also, Simple Marius, welcome. How you doing? Alright, we broke all of this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sit here and keep jumping until we kill ourselves. And we can restart. There we go. We have 4 health left. Yeah! Death by headbutting the ceiling. Alright, let's... Okay, it restarts. Let's try this again. Healing systems. Hello, I equipped the things. I'm assuming... I'm just gonna let it shoot me this time.
That looked like it hurt. Use utility energy to power your medical nanites. If you want to fix
That's
damage,
hilarious.
Auto repair your armor over time.
Okay, so I broke the tutorial by interacting with the robot and dismantling it. That's actually kind of hilarious. Alright, cool. We repair ourselves. Okay, you just have to tap it. You don't have to hold it down. Can I do this at the same time? I can. So it probably just gets interrupted if you take damage. Look, you threw an enemy at me. I was taking damage. Didn't seem like it was going to stop, so I decided to fight back. Can you blame me?
Now a shield node. When slotted into a hardpoint socket, each node will project an energy-based deflector shield around you, protecting you from incoming weapons fire and splash damage.
Sounds useful.
However, they don't take much use before draining completely, and they automatically use up utility energy to recharge themselves.
Okay, well, let's take some of these. Hello, thank you. Shield node, shield node. We have 3 layers of shield. And that just depleted all of them. Okay, but they recharge. That's kind of cool. All right. Yay, we did it. All right, training 3, combat gear. We get to shoot some dudes now? Okay. Give me some
The
instructions.
battle utility suit and assault helmet represent your basic combat protection gear.
Yep, you haven't given me them. Oh, there. Spawn it in right behind me and expect me to see it? Seriously?
The Consortium Energy Assault Rifle, or SEER, is your best non-lethal combat solution.
So, do I get one? I do. Okay. Interesting weapon design. How does something like that become, like, the basic
Using
model
its primary
gun?
firing mode, the SEER projects a multi-target sonic pulse that can knock down nearly any unshielded enemy. Now incapacitate these virtual bad guys.
Okay. I was expecting an assault rifle, not
After bringing
that.
your enemies down, get up close and stick them with nanites to incapacitate them indefinitely.
Okay, that's what I
Notice
did.
that you can inject multiple targets simultaneously.
Okay. So yeah, I was just ahead of my game by doing that last time. Hello. Oops. That's basically what they've done.
Using the SEER's secondary firing mode is
Okay.
unfortunately a little more dangerous. Using
Unfortunately?
utility energy, the proton cannon fires nasty little precision bolts which bounce off surfaces and are handy for knocking out your target. The cannon can also be charged up to fire a proton stream that will instantaneously knock out your enemy. Or, if you're not careful, kill them outright.
Bonk. Okay, that's pretty great. Let's just go and incapacitate you. Let's hold it down. Here we go. Can I just kill you?
That mean-looking robot is about to shoot you.
Is he? Oh, you mean that one?
The
Ah, we're
Kinetic
good.
Assault Rifle, or CAR, is your alternate combat weapon choice. And unlike the SEER, it does not
Okay.
need utility energy to function and instead requires physical ammunition. Go grab one now.
All right, let's grab one of these.
Nice work, Bishop. The Kinetic Assault Rifle, or CAR,
Right,
comes
that's what I was
equipped with lethal
expecting.
rounds capable
And
of
we have a
tearing
shotgun.
bad guy shields to shreds. It is
Okay.
also equipped with consortium-issue non-lethal shock grenades that can fire just about any grenade on the market.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
Use the car to either kill or incapacitate these virtual bad guys.
AAA. This game is amazing. Slow-mo voice when you open menus. Oh, wait, I have grenades as well. All right. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, did I actually run out of bullets there? Nah, we're good.
And that's it. You're done.
Nice.
Good luck out there.
This is wild. I feel like I'm having a trip with this game. You know what I mean? There is a weird intersection here between great and terrible game decisions. And I don't understand if this is working or not. I can't tell yet. But it's certainly kind of unique with what it's trying to do. Start. I haven't even told what's happening here yet. Okay. How do I get this to work? Oh, okay. We lock on, and then we shoot lasers. Got it. Get out of here, you stupid planes. I haven't been told why I'm doing this, we're just here. Oh, that looks bad. Let's destroy that. Okay. We're good. Come on, come here. No, am I out of energy? Ow. I can't even see them. Woo! That was a little close. Oh, hi. There's so many interesting ideas at play here, and just, I don't think any of these are coming together in a cohesive package, but that's okay. No explanation, we just did a thing. Okay, we don't need more of that. That was the bishop's training. Have we done the weapons training? I hope this isn't the same thing. Oh, okay, that's what weapons training is. Okay, we can end that. We don't need it. Right, let's see what else is going on. Okay, cool. We can just go inside other people's rooms. There's some interesting ideas. I was not expecting the main weapon to be like a shockwave weapon to incapacitate, but then we are meant to be peacekeepers, so it does make a bit more sense. A water monitor. Okay. Sure. I mean, the fact that everything is set inside of a plane as well is kind of interesting.
Mission operations. First things first, here is your consortium mind communicator.
I'm sorry, a mind communicator? Thank you?
Please, just call it a CMC. Hearing consortium mind communicator over and over just gives me a headache.
I think this thing might give me a headache.
Officers only need to think what we'd like to say to each other, and the CMC will do the rest. Okay, Six, before you move on to something else, I wanted you to officially meet Rook 9, Captain of Zenlil.
G'day, B. Glad to have you here with us.
Ah, the token Aussie. It's great to be here.
Once the boss deals with our friend Angelov here, come and see me in the cockpit. I got some extra rare scotch I've been itching to share with someone. With he gone, I really miss having someone to drink with.
Wade! Just stop right there, please. He's only kidding, Six. Or at least he better be.
It's nice meeting you. So hey, all kidding aside, give me just a few minutes to finish up this diagnostic, then I'd like to get a look at you in person.
For now, I want you to walk around.
Stop flirting with me.
Most of them are eager to meet you.
Most of them? Not all of them. Okay. So yeah, there's a weird divide between these like futuristic sci-fi combat mechanics and everything else that appears to be mostly focused around like social interactions. Greetings, Pawn 1.
I'm a little busy right now.
I didn't mean to bother you.
He's still just a little sore over Bishop 8 leaving us. Like a big baby.
Oh,
funny,
big
sir.
baby.
You deserve better. Much better.
What's he talking about?
Don't look at me, Six. Why don't you ask him?
Why does she deserve better?
Well, your career record alone doesn't stand up to half the other candidates.
What's wrong with my record?
Nothing, never mind. I've just got a headache and I don't feel like talking right now.
I'll let you get back to work.
Bishop?
I'm sorry about him. Don't let it
Pawn.
He's been
Pawn.
attached to Bishop 8 since 8 saved his life the 4th or 5th time.
I have big shoes to fill.
You could say that. He was well liked by most of the crew, but between you and I, it was his time to move on. His incredible luck was running out.
Still got those like Skyrim-esque hand mechanics where nothing quite moves fluidly. Diagnostic Garrus flashbacks. Yeah, there's definitely some Mass Effect vibes going on here. Can we talk for a moment?
Hey, hi. How are you? Oh my gosh. You're Bishop 6.
Yeah, damn right.
It's amazing to meet you. Did you know that the old Bishop 6 left the consortium early 2040? Yep, he just up and left. He's a stay-at-home dad now. Go figure. He lives in Florida with his wife and his 2 kids. Beautiful family.
Exposition!
Beautiful family. Love them.
Nice to meet you, Pawn 12.
Pawn 12, David Benedict, at your service. Well, not literally at your service, unless you want me to be, because I could be at your service, although, you know...
Yeah, getting adoring fan vibes
but,
from you.
You want me to get you some coffee?
Some coffee would be nice.
Done.
Oh, damn, is he actually going to go do it?
Whoa, whoa, 12. Wait, just 1 second. Did the bishop here just ask you to get him coffee?
Oh, well, yeah, he did. But I don't mind. I don't mind, really. I don't.
I don't care if you think it's the greatest job in the world to wipe his ass. Sit down now.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Try to remember that my pawns are not your personal servants.
Hey, he offered. I was just taking him up on the offer. Like, that's not my fault. Okay? Can we talk for a moment?
Yes, Bishop? What can I do for you?
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just checking on something for Rook 9. He's a little concerned because we can't seem to track Angelov's location of transmit.
That sounds like a problem.
Well, I couldn't find anything wrong, and Rook 9 doesn't seem too worried. It's probably just a system overlap, or a lingering issue from our last repair.
Okay, I want to kind of test how good the voice recognition is here, so I'm going to say a bunch of stuff and then interweave the question of, like, asking how old are you? And then see if it still registers that as the question that I'm asking.
Don't you know not
It
to ask a
did.
lady
It's
that?
looking for key phrases. Interesting. I meant no disrespect.
I entered Harvard University at the age of 14. Pawn 24 went to Stanford, and Pawn 51 to ANU when they were 15. Pawn 12 had his
Everyone
bar
gets
mitzvah while
brought in when
attending
they're quite
Cambridge.
young.
Need I go on? Most of us weren't trained for this, Bishop. We were born for it.
Alright, we should get back to work. Thank you, Carla Croft,
Well,
presumably
it has
daughter
been
of
absolute
Lara.
pleasure.
Even... Hi, sorry. I know personal space is kind of precious aboard this ship, but I thought I'd just stand right here and get a good look at your face. Stop giving me that side eye. What? You got a problem with this? Got an issue with me standing right here? Alright, what else are we meant to be doing?
Sorry, 6. Access to the command
Aw.
interface will not be granted unless absolutely necessary. I'd rather like to avoid a repeat of what Bishop 8 did the last time we saw Angelov.
Fair enough. I also don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Did I have a quest? Meet the crew. Okay. I've met Pawn 1. We've met you.
So, what's going on? I think the
Plus we up this way. Oh, nice. It does an actual path in the world, which goes up through a vent. What? Okay. Well, let's keep exploring a little bit. We've got 40 seconds left. I am not a fan of how my vision seems to be struggling.
That is the holographic situation room. It's where you can watch dirty Holovids when you're bored and feeling lonely.
Whoa, whoa, I am listening to this, you know.
Oh,
Hey.
boss. I was just telling the bishop about the dirty Holovids.
Oh, really?
All
Cool.
jokes aside, the Holo Situation Room is actually for mission briefings and debriefings, usually led by the King or the Queen.
I was getting to that part, I swear it was.
Why? What's up with the chess analogy? That's an interesting approach. This room just struggling. It's a toilet. Okay. Evidently no one uses or looks after that room. We all know plain toilets suck.
You know it as well as I do, Patricia.
Oh, hello.
Do you really want to get into this now? She could come back from the crawl at any second.
Do I look
What
like
accent is that meant to be?
Let her hear me. I do not deserve this kind of treatment, and it's time she understands this.
What kind of treatment? You've only been here a month and you're already complaining.
I think you might be right, Solarkisson. It is because chess is just classy and smart and makes everyone look smarter.
Can we just get back to work, please?
Fine. But I will not let her push me around anymore.
They really do
Yes,
look like
whatever you say.
Fortnite player models. All right, unfortunately, that is 30 minutes and we are out of time there. This game is making me very curious about it. I don't understand half of what's going on, but it's doing some kind of interesting stuff. Also, yeah, chess is worked into the logo up there because you've got Bishop, Knight, and Rook across the top of the logo. Let's start the poll. 30 minutes on the, 30 minutes. What am I trying to say? This game's just fried my brain. Got 1 minute to put your votes in to see if we're going to be playing 30 minutes more of this game or not. But yeah, there's something about this game where even though it's like it's janky, the UI is not great, it's not presented well, I feel like it's got a lot of soul. And I don't just mean music by Jeremy Soule. I mean like actual soul and heart has gone into this to make something kind of interesting. I would love to know how much of this game takes place on board this plane and how much of it takes place elsewhere. Like, do we get to go explore cities, planets, other civilization? Like, I'm fascinated by this. All right, where have we landed on the vote? Let's have a look. We landed, oh, spin the wheel 1, but only just. This one's caught my eye. This is going to be going on a list of games that I potentially want to come back to and actually do a side quest review on, because there's a lot of interesting stuff to explore and talk about here. Like, we didn't even look at what on earth the Twitch integration was in this compared to everything else. Richard says, as far as you know, it was all on the plane. I'm glad that they've got at least some guidance directions there, because it feels like they've worked a lot into quite a cramped space. Actually, you know what it does give me vibes of? Ender's Game. If you have never read the book Ender's Game, I 100% recommend it. Just read the first one. I think there's a sequel. It's not worth it. Don't watch the movie. Read the book, it's fantastic, but this gave me Ender's Game vibes. Just kind of interesting. Yeah, it's somewhere between like Ender's Game, Star Wars, Mass Effect. If that all came together and had an ugly child, this would be it. This is all I can say is this is going on a list of games that I think I want to explore in a side quest in the future, because this seems to be a really niche game that potentially has a bit of like a cult classic following to it that just nobody talks about. Like, even my mind's still blown by the fact that Jeremy Soule was involved in the music for this game. Because when you hear about Jeremy Soule and his works, it's always like, you know, Oblivion, Skyrim, those kinds of games. I had no idea he was involved in something like this. They then throw on top a unique setting where they go, hey, what happens if we make a game that's, you know, entirely on a ship? I mean, Among Us has done that, but this was well before Among Us. Throw in like the relationship dynamics, add in some future tech peacekeeper style combat where your main weapon uses like sonic energy to discombobulate and fusradar people. There's some wild stuff going on here, but it's just presented in a very non-polished, non-attractive way that I think would turn a lot of people away from it. But if there's something worth exploring here, I want to try and uncover it. So I'm sad to say that that is where our time is going to end. We'll save and quit. Thank you for the suggestion, Richard. I'm glad I got to see that because I don't think I ever would have stumbled upon it otherwise. Consortium Remastered certainly has some interesting things going on under the hood. But that is all for that game. We're going to spin. We're going to play, I think, one more game. So get your bingo cards ready for one last round. We're going to be playing Parallel Experiment. If this isn't a puzzle game, I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, let's see who suggested this one. Parallel experiment was suggested by Gray. This is a 2-player thing like that detective game. Ah, the one we did earlier this year. Okay. This was suggested in June this year. All right, so we do have the game suggested in chat. Gray is here. Let's see what else we're going on. So, 2 detectives, 1 deadly experiment, a race against time. Each player has only one half of the puzzle. In this 2-player co-op puzzle game, you can survive the parallel experiment only by working together. Ooh, interesting, interesting. So, let's watch the trailer and see what's going on. Trailer is just over a minute.
Wake up, detectives. It's time to play a game.
Okay. What puzzle adventure? This already feels like it might be right up my alley.
What are we missing?
Okay, so you're kind of maybe going to be like sending things to each other.
Some stupid game.
We need answers.
I need answers. I'd survive. Alright, hang on.
Hello? Is anyone there? This other side might be real after all.
Find her and
Good variety of puzzles.
so we can end the parallel experiment.
Ellie? Ellie?
I like the vibes of this and where it's going with it. And just this, as a concept, I like this kind of game because so many co-op puzzle games can devolve into one person basically taking control and solving everything while the other person just follows along. But actually splitting the game in this way will make it so that each of you has to solve puzzles on your own and will have that moment of satisfaction from actually completing something. It requires a lot more cooperation, I think is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to give that trailer less than a minute because it finishes technically at 59 seconds. So, Matey8, are you ready for the final round of bingo? Everyone's cards should be shuffled and reset and ready to go. So far we have trailer less than a minute. We have, ooh, actually it's got more than 200 reviews now. It's crept over the count. Oh dear. It was released after 2020. It is the same developer and publisher, which is 11 Puzzles, who also have done a couple of others, Unsolved Case and Unboxing the Cryptic Killer, both of which are also online co-op. So this is definitely their bread and butter. This is what they do. It says similar game is It Takes Two. I'm going to give that, because although this isn't a 3D platformer, that is also one of the very few other games that require 2 players. And yes, we'll figure out what we're going to do with this 2-player thing in a minute. The game is more than $10. It has had updates. It does have multiplayer. It has been wishlisted by a friend, has not been purchased by a friend. It has Steam Deck compatibility. We can mark off achievements because it has more than 20. I don't see anything about trading cards on here, but we'll remember to check that afterwards. It has a website. I'm going to check the website to see if they link to a YouTube from here. It's on multiple platforms. It's on the iOS and Google Play App Store. So that counts for multiple platforms. There's a lot going on there. They are on TikTok, X, Instagram, Discord. They haven't linked anything for YouTube. And their video player is YouTube. So hang on, here it is. Perfect, we've got it. 11 Puzzles is on YouTube. Cool. We can mark that off as well. I think Matey8's working on it. I think I just haven't hit update yet. Oh, good shout, Loopy Bob. Yes, it is on a very positive review score, which also counts for a tile. What else we check? We've seen it has updates. We have GIFs in the description. We need to check for unique. Unique New York. We do have unique. In parallel experiment, players must rely on their communication skills as they are separated and must each discover unique clues that are vital for solving puzzles on the other end. Teamwork is essential to crack the cryptic killer's codes. Hey. So yes, we do have unique in the description. I think that gives us everything that we can get from the page. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I checked that, check that. I think we're pretty good. So, now the question is, how are we going to play this? Because we need someone to play with. Now, the way this would normally work is when we do multiplayer, we would normally put priority to the channel members. However, I'm going to put that on its head a little bit this time. And because Gray was the one who nominated for this stream, I'm going to ask Gray, would you like to jump in and play co-op? Absolutely okay if you decide not to. If you would like to, and whoever we end up playing co-op with, I will shout you a copy of the game. No need to go and purchase one yourself. I will shout you a copy. But Gray, as the game suggester, I'll give you the first choice. Would you like to jump in and play along, or would you prefer just to watch? Over to you. Game says you don't need to play UTCK. Okay, so you don't need to play the previous games to understand this one. That's good. These are standalone games then. That gives me more confidence going into it. Don't get me wrong, I would love for a series, but even just having more of the same, even if it's not a continuous story, is sometimes a good thing. And obviously these games have been doing well enough that they've made 3 of them now in total. Either that or they're just very passionate about this as a genre and have been kind of figuring out things as they go. Gray, if we can do it through text, yeah? Yeah, we should be able to. I don't see why not. It's just the thing, I don't know quite what this game is going to require in terms of level of communication. Like, if things are on a time limit and we need to be in a Discord call together, then that might be a little bit tricky. But if we can utilize just like the live stream chat and you're able to put things in there while you're listening in, then that could work well. All right, let's go with that. Yeah, it worked with the previous game for the most part. I think we can make this work, but there's only one way to find out. And keep in mind, we might not end up playing through the whole thing. We might just play 30 minutes of it and go from there. So I'm going to put you guys over to the holding screen. Gray, I'm pretty sure I've already got you on Steam, so I will send a copy of the game your way if it allows me to. Otherwise, we will figure out something else on the fly. So let me pop you over here while we try and get this set up. Let's see what happens. You can listen to a call but not talk. Yeah, that's totally fine. Totally fine. I would just say keep using the live stream chat, because that way I can keep an eye on it. So if it's Discord chat, I'm not going to be able to see that at the same time as everything else. Okay. We add that to there. Can I add this twice? Yes, and this one is going to be a gift. Sure, I've got you on here. Yeah, great. We've got you on Steam. Okay. Looks like, yeah, it's fine. Sometimes there's problems with sending games to different countries if there's too much of a price difference. This looks like it's fine to send through. So that should be in your inbox now. The Shadow, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope your shift went well today. Whoa, you got it already. Cloak was the correct answer. How many